All right, welcome back for the third of these really simple guitar instruction videos. This time I want to try to talk about a descending or ascending bass line in a song, as well as what I call chord crushing. Now, chord crushing is just a way, it's just a phrase I've used to help teach my daughter and my son about the way in which you can get inversions that are very close to one another, either on the keyboard or on the guitar. On any polyphonic instrument, it's usually true that these things are near to one another. To kind of highlight the idea of this, I'm going to start with a D form chord right here, okay? And I could also play it like this, all right? You can see, right? But if I simply add my pinky under here, I get what many of you learn is a D4 chord. It's a suspended fourth chord. Okay? And that makes a nice little sound. You can do a lot of fun stuff with that. Okay? So the fourth right there. If I just take this finger off, I'm going to get a second chord, a D2, right? Okay, so if I start playing a little riff here, just picking my fingers, all right, and I go through that, I get something pretty cool sounding. Back to the D, the 4, back to the D, right? So right there, that's some pretty cool stuff right there. And the D form really makes that easy. If you combine that with the capo, you can take that all the way up the neck into any key that you need. That idea is similar to in many other chord forms. In the C form, right here I've got a second tonic. It's not really that this is the root of the chord, but this is another C right here, this high note. Well, so I can create a C9, which would be 9 basically is meaning I'm adding a second, an octave above the root of the chord by putting a pinky right there. That's a D. Okay? So I can also create a C major 7 chord by just pulling off the pinky. So again, just like I did with the D chord, where I've got that little run of 3 notes that are creating these suspensions, a suspended second and a suspended fourth, I can suspend a major 7th. Why did you have to leave? Why did you have to leave me alone? Alone. Okay, so think about that. You may, I hope you sense this sort of excitement I have about that, because realizing that, again, remember in the last video, take your capo, you can now move that up into any key, right? Now, whether that fits into the context of what song you're making or not, that's the whole crafting the song art of it, right? Hey, 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 right? That where does it fit is a separate issue. The fact of the matter is you've got this at your fingertips for every chord form. For every chord form. Take a look at the A chord. Right there. Here's the suspended fourth. I'm adding a pinky. Right there on that A chord. Now, I mean, I'm expecting that I'm not having to teach you all of the parts of these chords. You know, it's all out there on the internet, very easy to do, but look at it there. There's the suspended second. Okay. Another concept is this idea of how closely related all of these bar chords are to the different triads that you would like to form, and some other chords. So for instance, here's the major bar chord. If you simply take your middle finger off of there, you get the minor bar chord. If you then take the pinky off of there, you get a beautiful minor 7th chord. Okay. If I take the minor form here, I can take that off to get the minor 7th. If I went with the major, right? So these are important ideas, is that right around where you are. And even without me going in there, like I said, going in there and showing the little dot diagrams and all that, you get this concept right around where you are on the fretboard. Right now, whatever chord you're playing, there's a small little move of one of your fingers that creates another interesting sounding chord. And that's an important thing to think about when you're starting to want to write music that has a little bit more ornamentation to it. So thanks for checking out the videos, and yeah, hopefully that inspires you in some way to know that you can write music. Anyone can write music.